Greetings everyone, here's another video from my trip to ISE 2025, the world's leading exhibition for system integration and the audiovisual industry. This time I had the pleasure of speaking with James Todd, who walked me through the entire lineup of JBL Synthesis products. Let's dive in and hear his presentation.
Hello, my name is James. I'm a product manager for the Harman Luxury Audio Group, and one of our key brands that we're presenting here at ISE 2025 is JBL Synthesis. JBL Synthesis is a turnkey solution for dedicated home theatres and screening rooms, and we introduced our first JBL Synthesis 1 system in 1992, which makes us one of the oldest home theatre solutions here at ISE and in the marketplace. This year we've been announcing our newest processor, which is an update to our previous model, the SDP75, which will become an SDP80 and include the latest HDMI 2.1 features. Our range also includes a 16-channel processor for smaller systems, smaller theatres, and even an AVR for really straightforward installations of home theatre and media rooms that aren't such high channel counts. To go with those, we have a range of power amplifiers depending on the loudspeakers that you're using. Anything from a high power 2-channel to a 7-channel, and then we have dedicated amplifiers for high powered subwoofers, or even our largest speakers driven fully active with crossovers on board in the amplifiers. So we have two amplifiers in our range that are quite unique for custom install home theatre amplifiers that you will see here at ISE in 2025. SDA2200 and the SDA7120 are Class G amplifiers. At their core, they're a Class AB amplifier, like any hi-fi amplifier. And the benefit to us is that gives us the richness of tone and clarity that you get from a hi-fi amplifier that you don't get so much from a Class D amplifier that is typically used in custom installation applications. But to manage the thermal output of that, when you're talking about something that when bridge mono can deliver over a kilowatt, or 7 channels of 120 watts, we use a lifter. And the lifter is run from 2 power supplies, 2 windings off of our toroidal transformers. And that means that the amplifier is actually about 50% more efficient than a typical Class AB amplifier. One of the things that we do that's very unique in this type of amplifier, so that we aren't switching and introducing the artifacts associated with that, the lifter only gradually increases the power output across the output stages gradually. It's following the envelope of the audio signal with a 5-volt headroom to ensure that we can deliver uncompressed and fully dynamic audio output even into low impedance loads without our amplifiers getting really, really hot. The next thing we wanted to mention is Dante. The processors and our power amplifiers all include Dante, and that allows us, for example, with our SDP58 processor, to output all 16 channels of audio down one data cable and input those into our power amplifiers with a single data cable. So for example, if we take our 8300 here, this is an 8-channel, 300 watt per channel Class D power amplifier. Instead of having to run 8 XLR interconnects between these two products, we can use a single data cable, and that will streamline and simplify your installations. And if you're running particularly long runs, because the amplifier is located different to, or in a separate location to the processor, it will maintain that signaling integrity over those long distances, as well as lowering the cost. So our range of loudspeakers are designed to be installed either in walls or in baffle walls to accommodate any theatre application. We have a range of smaller speakers, which I'll show you in a second, up to our flagship in-wall loudspeakers, the SCL2. We have the SCL3 and the SCL4, and these are high output, really dynamic loudspeakers with, in this case, dual compression drive units. That's 2 compression drive units in one, mounted to our patented HDI waveguide, where we treat the entire acoustic assembly as one acoustic model, so we don't get any of that throat resonance that is commonly associated with horn-loaded loudspeakers. We also do in-wall or freestanding subwoofers of various sizes to cover anything from small media rooms to full-size 100+ seat theatres. So we have a small dual 8-inch in-wall subwoofer that can be retrofitted. It includes the back box on the back, We also do a larger dual 10-inch, which has a full-size back box for really deep bass reproduction and real dynamic bass for theatres. And then we have these two larger subwoofers, SSW2 and SSW1. And these are our flagship subwoofers for our biggest theatres that would be installed in a baffle wall, either behind the screen or at the rear of the room. We always design our theatres with 4 subwoofers, and we offer a certification process for theatres, which includes fine-tuning and optimization, so that we can guarantee you're going to get JBL Synthesis performance every time. So that's a dual 12, and this is a dual 15. This one can run up to 5.5 kilowatts per unit. If you've got 4 of them in a room, that's quite a lot of sub bass, and it runs linear down to 18 hertz. So this is the SCL1. This is our flagship loudspeaker that is most commonly used for LCR applications, but in the biggest rooms that can extend to centre lefts and rights and front wides as well. Designed to be mounted in the baffle wall behind an acoustically transparent screen. It's a dual 12-inch with a ported and an unported enclosure between the 2 drive units. It uses a dual 3-inch compressor drive unit, so it's capable of a really quite impressive output, and we can run it either passive or active, depending on the configuration of the system and how high spec you want that system to be and what the budget is. On the flip side, these are the smaller loudspeakers in our range. So if you're using, say, for example, just the AVR for a modest media room, then we have LCR loudspeakers. This is our SCL6. And then this one here is the SCL7, which we use for heights or surrounds and rear channels. And this one's quite unique because we offset the HDI waveguide and the compression drive unit by 15 degrees. So you can mount the speaker flat to the wall, but still have the correct angle of presentation to the main listening position. And then we have our 2 height speakers. These in-ceiling speakers use compression drive units with our HDI waveguides once again, but these are angled to 45 degrees. So you can again position these in the ceiling, flush to the ceiling with a nice clean appearance, but yet the speaker is angled correctly to the main listening position. All of these products can be packaged together in a number of different ways to create the complete turnkey JBL Synthesis theatre system, whether that's a simple 2.2 system with an AVR all the way up to a full 36-channel AV system with multiple subwoofers for a dedicated theatre or private screening room. So that's our introduction for JBL Synthesis here at ISE in 2025.